Facing off. God, God, God. We've got the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. Now it's squaring off. This is, it's causing friction. There's friction here, and that's good. It'll move things, yeah? Because this is stuck. Or this is squaring off with that, right? They're squaring off together. But when you have a square, then you have friction, and you have something that's going to shift eventually. If everything were moving in the same direction, then we'd be stuck. It's happened to Capricorn before. I've had a whole row of cards for Capricorn, all horizontal. Twice. 2 readings in a row. Okay. Jeez Louise, that's some strong... Now we've got that sun moving strongly into Aquarius soon. This is Capricorn energy for me. This is Capricorn energy for me. 10th house energy. I line them up with the houses. Others would say that it is Virgo, but for me, no. 6th house isn't the finish line. 10th house is the finish line. Uniqueness, we've got the Tower. This is after the Tower, though. So we could say this was a Tower. Less a death, more a Tower. Manipulation. Okay, so we've got protection here. We do have protection. This 8-pointed star, this octagon. This is the chaos star. This is chaos magic. They don't know. I don't think they often talk about that. This also lends itself to the Pleiades, the seven sisters, but the 6 mothers. It's often the 6 mothers because 2 stars are so close we're so close together that you can see 6 instead of 7. But you've got the 7 sisters. It's large. There's a large African history to this. It's probably the oldest star story. But you have the Great Mother. You have the Great Mother here. But you do have this creation star. That's what this is. But it's used as the chaos magic star. So somebody could have been doing, well, again, it's pulling me back to, I know that this is the card, this is the energy that the devil always sends me. So if it's similar for you, then through chaos magic, yes. There's a protection here, though. What's interesting, this is facing off with this King of Pentacles, which is pushing against this. So this is very, So the action is on. You're stuck because of this. Now this King in reverse. So this is all in reverse because this is in reverse. Because, okay. Flipped on. It could have been, okay. So this pentacle that is holding, this opportunity, this portal, this go, he didn't go. This person did not go through this arch. God reached out. And there's that 4th pentacle. So how permanent, like, okay, so how permanent is this? But I feel like we've got that star in the upright. What is this? Okay. And right next to it, in progress. Wow. Okay. See how they got me to show where the sun was? Moving out of Capricorn is into, like, the overlap. Overlap. We're getting there. We're getting there. Okay, so this port, and then they had me point out the portal, and here we have the portal. So the Saturn energy, the calculated calculated risks, yes, the fears, the boundaries. Okay. Anything else you want me to know from the tarot? But this change, this necessary change. Oh, I've got the deck upside down. Way to go. Okay. That matters. So, okay. Whoa, okay. Jeez. Somebody's very tired. Somebody's fire is out. Somebody has to answer to a lot of people. But here we have this portal again, the 1111. Oh, we got a twin flame situation going on. So do we have mirroring? No protection here. Right, that's echoing the fox reversed. With those 9 wands, the wounded warrior, and we have the 10 wands reversed here. This is you. This is you. Like, that's a lot. Okay, that's a lot. So I really feel like this is the decision of whether to stay, where to go. Yeah, where to go, where to put it all down. Where's home? Where is home? See, this person's making their way home. They know exactly. They've got a lot. They've got the load. This is taking us back to the 9 of wands. But the protection is over. Somebody's working over here with this king. And you're okay. You just don't know it. Right? Now, so there's like to point out the people on the other side of this portal, right? I think your person is on the other side of this portal. But if you're looking if you're looking for support here, it's not here right now. It's, am I right? Anything else? Okay, final card from that deck. And then we'll get into, because it's a lot, I realize. Okay, so it's just not working right now. Capricorn energy again. Somebody's just not responsive right now. Going back to somebody needs to transform. We're going to go back to the 7 of Pentacles, which is a transformation card of becoming who they're supposed to become. But they need to realize it. They're past it. What's really interesting, so they're fatigued. The transformation it's new. It's possibly just happened. And it's overwhelming. 8 reverse double of 4. The work could be overwhelming. And they're just not. See, we've got that Ace of Pentacles there, that opportunity, that portal. And they're not stepping through it. This is almost in the upright though. Okay. I'll see if there's any more from this deck. Again, so that whole compassion thing of like feelings, like the flame, like the enthusiasm, yes? The enthusiasm's just gone. And you need it. You can't, it's hard to go anywhere without it. It's hard to go anywhere without it. How do you get it? it's clearly between two people because we've got both king and queen here. So this was a very established relation, well, potentially established relationship. This is not, we're not joking around. Now, and I also have deep magic energy here. I should point out, most everybody else says earth energy is very grounded and very matrix, and I would say actually my experience and my research and my experiments all point to earth energy, green man energy. We're talking deep magician energy here, deep witch wizard energy here, very magic people, because it's all about the manifestations. The magic could be overwhelming. We've got chaos magic here. So we're getting deep into being. What did I say about that transformation? Yes. Okay, so we have a we have a shamanic type. We have somebody who's very naturally magic to a point where they can't ignore it, and they've probably been trying to avoid it. And this person is much more embracing. I want to say that there is, because there is deep, yes, there's deep oracle energy in Cancer. All of to do with that organization, like the authority energy. And so, I mean, every sign has deep something spiritual about it, right? But and this person isn't necessarily, well, everybody's got Cancer in their chart as well. And the moon. Okay, so we have a moon thing happening, potentially. But strongly we have Uranus with the star here and Saturn, double Saturn. So very much about stepping into who you are. Stepping into who you are. And one's holding, one is, I don't think you've completed quite either, because this person is, you've got to bring this person with you. Anything, I don't feel like there's anything else from this deck. But we had this fleeting situation that affected this ace, yeah? Okay, roots, okay. So there's, oh, okay, ancestors are affecting this. Yeah, people on the other side. Oh. This could still speak to your energy, but this is actually because it's on their pile. Okay, now I get, thank you. There are a lot of people on the other side for this person that don't want them to do this. Or they're lacking. They're not either they're not connecting with Seven of Cups, Scorpio. Another transformation card. So, okay, necessary, and 5, a necessary change. But we've got the Seven of Cups there. Becoming everything, becoming deeply connected to. Okay, so it's either a matter of they have family interfering, they have ancestors interfering and working with the devil, shall we say, or they are scared, yes, of connecting with all of these people. This is all about roots. Now, Sagittarius energy. Root work is in the Mula Nakshatra in Sagittarius. But Cancer, family. Like the 2, 3, 4, the ace, the 2, the 3, the 4 of cups. I all take that as like heavy family energy. But again, this is speaking to me, and because we have an answer, because we have somebody here on the other side, so this is speaking to me of, yeah, it's one of, okay, so this is them. Okay, all right. Now the manipulation here. possible that if this is any negative energy, this is what was acting on you. Okay, so let's get into, let's try and match this up. So trust the universe. If you're astray, there, definitely there. Change beckons, the path is shifting. Oh, definitely. Okay. Wander and seek the familiar and friendly kind. Draw memories and sketches for others to find. Well, that's the work card. So this could be your energy. Could be a shared energy. This knows where they're going. This is all, okay, so this is all tied together still. Like, it could have double meanings. Yes, not knowing where you're going. But again, also, this tree is telling me, okay. All right. Let's read. Yeah, okay. So, conflict, obviously, and mediator. It's going to tie to that compassion. Her hand gentles the war. No matter how much, thank you. No matter how much chaos there seems to be in your world, trust it. It's just what is necessary to move you into the right place at the right time for what is meant to be in your future. When it is no longer needed, her hand shall gentle and end the war. So Grandmother Spider is here. Kali is here to say that yes, and I need to say thank you to Oya of the Orisha, who brings, she's connected to storms. She to me is unique from Kali. The Orisha are completely unique so they're African, yes, they're from the Nigeria area in particular, but Santeria, the Yoruba isn't the right word. It's an outsider word for groups of peoples. So when you find out that the Orisha are Yoruba, it's not accurate enough. Okay, multiple peoples are involved here. But Oya, O-Y-A, is one of the name I use for her. In the most part, I've been through a huge storm session with her, and the point was to get you to. I had to go back and review the whole situation. I journaled it, yes, in my book. In my astrology book, and I realized that I lost track of the review part of that week, that section, and so it goes back to December, and I went back and did the work of analyzing that week and what happened and why the storm, and it's what happened at the end of this, like at the end of that week was the reason. And the storm goes way beyond its lasted, and it's been a literal storm and a life storm. It's been in multiple things with multiple messages about it. But it took me back. It was a repeat experience. Not all the experience was different, but the repeat process, the repeat emphasis took me back to 1995, where I was so disoriented. I was in Amsterdam for the first time. I'm from Winnipeg. And it was different enough on purpose, and I went sleepwalking. I didn't get far that night, but I did lock myself out of my dorm room. I had the card key with me at least, but I was so disoriented, and what they were doing was they were breaking up they were breaking up the mind control. They were breaking up anything that was well, they couldn't get it all done in one go. I was 17 at the time, for God's sake. It was the start, right? But that's what we're talking about. Okay, that's why we have, so we have, yes, okay, that's what's going on over in that corner. That's why. Okay, all right, okay. And that's why the chaos, it's good chaos. Okay, so this time it's good chaos, right? Okay, and it's affecting, the other person is being affected because the emphasis is on them as well. It's for their own sake, but it's also because there's something. So what happened was, the day after I was sleepwalking, I came across somebody who ended up being a complete vision of me. Like, it was, I'm just looking to see if I have the photo close. Usually I do. And then it happened again. Even back in Amsterdam, it was a photo, it was one of the videos of one of the protests in Amsterdam. And here was this, there was a singular female back in 95. I see her in, I can't find it, which is surprising. It's somewhere close by, but anyway. No, hang on. Okay, here's what happened. See, there's this female, and look at how much space is around her. Like, she's so absolutely meant for me to notice. So I take a screenshot, and I'm the first to leave a comment, right? Like, I'm the first, one of the first to see it, and I'm the first to leave a comment. This was on Revolution in the Streets, but that channel. It takes me right back. This is 1995, and I see her, and I was 17, and this is the day after the storm of being so disoriented, right? And thinking, I don't even want to be here. And then the next day, everything's different, and I'm starting to clear up a bit because they're messing with the mind control that I've been under. Everybody's been through it. Mine's, I'm not saying I'm coming from a program or anything like that. No, it just you know, life stuff. And I see her, and I see a vision of me. It just looks perfect to me, and I know that I need to take a photo of it, so that basically it becomes something of a vision board, right? It becomes an ongoing muse energy. She doesn't know. I didn't talk to her. I should have, but I didn't. I was too young to step. Even now, I don't know if I'd want to disturb her that way. It's hard to say, but so it brought me right back to that. That has become a major project for me in dealing with interdimensional stuff, you know, our life journeys. I ended up moving to Prince Edward Island because of Anna Green Gables. I think the next year, within a year and a half. I had planned it since I was 14, and I moved out there when I was 19. And that's where definitely I was charted to go, because that's where I got pregnant with my son, and he's my Neptune, and there are many charted events between me and him. Probably, you know, that's not unique to us, I don't think, but it's something to find out. So there's some clarity that's coming after this, okay? And she's working on whatever needs to be cleared out of your head, okay? So that's a lot in itself. Hang on. Okay, so compassion. And so there's a key to unlocking, yeah? Being able to define the differences between sympathy and empathy. Sympathy is about feeling another person's plight and being caught up in the trauma and emotions of the situation. Sympathy makes it difficult for you to separate yourself from the feelings they're experiencing. Empathy is about understanding what the person's plight is without taking on the feelings associated with the problem. There's some degree of separation with empathy as you witness the person's feelings and situation rather than be caught up in it. Be clear when you're supporting or judging people as to which is more beneficial to the situation. Sympathy, empathy, or compassion. Compassion is something that you're not very familiar with. For some reason, you believe compassion is a weakness of character and should not be indulged in. Wrong. So it's just a question of where we are at. Like, it's not like I was meaning to be wrong about it. I just didn't have a grip on where she was coming from with it. So compassion was a message that got repeated to me and repeated to me through readings. I was like, okay, I'll try and be more compassionate. I'll try. I thought I already was, right? But Mel comes at things from such a unique position. Her love card in here speaks about conditional love. Absolutely. She says forget unconditional love because it doesn't have boundaries and people can screw you over. The best thing to do, that love absolutely comes with boundaries. So she comes from, and it's her ancestors speaking through her, with her. I wouldn't say just through her, but with her. There are certain issues you feel very strongly about, and you feel if you listen to the other side of the argument, this will be seen as a sign of giving in. If you do in fact listen, you'll find a different perspective to the situation and be surprised it's not unlike what you believe. It's just coming from a different angle. So there's the difficulty of really amping up the game to be able to allow and deciding whether or not you should allow. Let your guard down and let people see who you really are. Don't be scared that they won't like you, because the fact is they'll see you as a different person and will soften to you. This is a great time to form new friendships and begin new relationships. So, well, I would say that this has all been down to timing then as well. It's not just you, it's down to them. It's down to the situation itself is creating an opportunity for you. And you're ready for it. And it's just it's a matter of jumping on the energy bandwagon, I would say. It's a pivot time, right? We're pivoting in that world card. Okay, so let's find out. Yeah, it's time. It's awesome. We knew that there was good news coming through this because we had the Three of Cups underneath. Yeah? It's not there anymore. But okay, so let's get this card. Just to show you the layout, here's how Susan would lay it out, okay? So I'm going to read through each of the positions, and if you need to double check what she attributes to each planet, there's her take, okay? Because that matters, because they're her cards. For me, the Sun position, again, is about instincts and triggers, okay? How your buttons get pushed. And if you go into a trigger, you can get tools from it, yes? Or a tool from it if you go into it. So, oh, I need to flip the page once more. In the Sun position, this selection indicates a period of rest and recovery. What did that card say? To breathe? It can also indicate seclusion or loneliness. Hey, those 5 cups, yeah? Your outlook is reserved and a little more cautious right now. You're concerned with old ways and wisdom gleaned from the past. You seek to build your energies and gain strength. You may be asked to help solve or handle the problems of others. Hey, there's that compassion card. Yes, have confidence. You're now in a position of strength and your perceptions are right on target. Yeah, you don't need to bleed out on this. I think that's where you're at in your development, is that you can now have the professional distance on a thing. You understand. It's not just trying to be separate. It's like you actually have arrived at the revelation, yeah? It actually happened physically in you, or it's going to happen physically in you, where you can feel the change, the separation, in a positive way. Perceptions. Speak your perceptions carefully, directly, and firmly. Gentle people are well liked, but they're not usually respected. So don't be too gentle, right? Okay, so that's the Sun position. In your own moon position, you've been called upon to complete a mission but lack the necessary energy to complete it. Well, I would say right there. That's where that energy went. Yes. Okay. The soul radiates a wistful, pensive feeling. A path has been cleared. The path is shifting, yes, but you have a sense of a different direction. You feel defeat and want to give it all up. It's important that you gather your resources, stand firm, and take the more difficult path. It will lead you to new levels. Okay, so whatever you're wondering, it's because of the exhaustion, right? It's not because the plan has changed. The direction is changing. But here's the clarity you need, okay? So you need a kick in the ass, a loving kick in the ass. Here it is. Mercury. That, yes, the affirmation that you're good, you're good, you're good. Like I said at the beginning, you're not doing anything wrong, right? This card choice indicates a reliable and steady mind. Believe in your own sanity and mental fortitude. Yes, the gaslighting you did not invite on yourself, right? Believe in your own sanity and mental fortitude. Things are not as chaotic as they may seem. No, because she's doing it. You are in control of the situation. Recently, your thoughts have taken a cautious and conservative turn. Do not second guess yourself or compromise. It's especially important to bide your time. Your struggle will be well worth the effort if you just remain strong. Easier said than done, I realize. However, this is the absolute breaking point of finding that strength. Yes? Again, because that's where you'll get the clarity. That's where you'll get, you're on the verge of freedom. Yes, with that world card right there. The freedom. It might not seem like it. You might be feeling completely imprisoned right now. So in the Venus position, you're unsure about close relationships at present. Well, yeah, everything is up in the air. Take time to allow your relationships to progress at their own pace. You're feeling self-protective and reclusive. The soul needs to understand itself before sharing on. Yeah, because that's what we're in right now. With all of that mind work over there, that needs to be done first. And it's not because you were doing anything toxic. It's just you're progressing probably to like your final ultimate level. Right? If I'm sounding right. I'm not meaning to sound... I'm sounding all like bitchy and dictatorial, but what I'm feeling the strength of it, right? So let me ask you if that's how you feel. The soul needs to understand itself before sharing on an intimate, close level. Sharing will take place when you've gained the strength to become a whole person in your own right. Prepare for a new cycle in your close involvements. A change is about to take place. So that's why the world card's over there with this story, with this king. And you might be the king, and they might be the king, and you might be the queen, and they might be the queen, right? But, okay. Be patient. No, that's the Viking runestone. What am I doing? Prepare. Don't be patient. Well, be patient always, but prepare for a new cycle in your close involvements. A change is about to take place. Okay, so if you thought it was over, maybe it is over, but maybe it's over in a way that you didn't think. In the Saturn position, I'm going to calm down a little bit because I'm feeling really Mars about all of this. So I might be coming over too harsh. In Saturn position, this card position marks a period of self-improvement. Yeah. You're now formulating a meaningful direction for the rest of your life. Things are getting serious. It's important that you define your beliefs, but do not become fixed in your opinions. You may feel as if you should work harder or surrender yourself for the good of the tribe or group. So there's those 8 pentacles right there. Yes. And those roots. Do I have this focused correctly? Where do I need it to be? A little bit more. Okay, so let's go to the Uranus position. I love it when it's this tight. There's not really any room for questioning here, which is, I find for me in those situations, that's what I'm looking for. It's not like you don't know then. It's that you're fucking tired and you need your flame lit. In the Uranus position, which we have strong emphasis here with the star because we're heading into it, right? We're not quite there yet, but we're heading into it. So you are going to be all too willing to overextend yourself for others. Learn to listen to your own needs. Don't allow yourself to feel guilty if you're unable to give so much of yourself to another person. Yeah. Avoid work or emotional involvements that are repetitious. Make sure your efforts reap tangible. Had to flip the page, sorry. Make sure your efforts reach tangible results. If you find yourself continually doing things that end up only benefiting others, you need to become suspicious and question the true nature of your friendships. It's probably in the past. Probably in the past. And that's how you got, that's what we're solving right now. It's probably what's being solved right now. Eh? Okay, so final one, if I've got battery for it. Pluto position. Because again, Uranus is all about what's unique to you. It's so unique, what your unique skills are, what your areas of non-conformity are. That's Uranus. Where do you not conform? Where don't you fit in? Because it's yours. It's not theirs, it's yours, right? God, I got a flame that's just going wild. Kali loves flames. That's why I have so many candles. Okay. Your life is in the throes, Pluto position. And we've got Pluto with Scorpio twice here with those 7 cups and the 5 cups. Okay. Your life's in the throes of a major struggle. You may feel compelled to organize your outer life in order to quiet the inner chaos. This card choice says you can become easily discouraged. Life itself seems to be one struggle after another. You're entirely too hard on yourself. Stop worrying about success or failure. Live in the beauty of the moment and you will soon stand free. And I'm going to say that your financial freedom rests on that. Your success rests on that. I speak from experience. Once you lose flexibility of thought, once you lose the joy, you can't problem solve. Right when the solution's right, coming up close. They're saying the solution's coming up close. Okay. Too hard on yourself. Yeah, you're beating yourself up. So let's just get a little background on, let's go back to this intro page. And I'll hold it up. And it might be more interesting if I hold this up at this point, right? There's not one square inch on this planet does not hold the remnants of a goddess tradition. Behind the facade of every world culture lie the creative and magical workings of the female principle. The spot on which you now stand holds within it, so you might want to find out, the stirrings of a female deity who came in the guise of a goddess. Perhaps she's the Lakota white buffalo calf woman, or the Hopi spider goddess. To the Sumerians, she was Inanna. Among the Assyrians, and I want to say Inanna is not the same as Ishtar. They got blended together, but not with any concrete proof. Among the Assyrians and Babylonians, she was called Ishtar. I need to read ahead by a sentence. Likewise, she is Diana the huntress, Shakti the transformer, or the beautiful snake goddesses of Crete. And that has everything to do with the African prophetesses. They were the oracles there. Whatever her name, she holds the spiritual and elemental power within you and yearns to be recognized and summoned forth. This particular Yugoslavian earth goddess dates from about 400 BC. What else? I would say I'll hold this up, and if you want to pause. If you are a male and have chosen this card, it indicates you're coming into touch with the more intuitive, nurturing parts of your personality. You're evolving into a more complete human being and claiming intuitive powers you've long denied. That's reminding me of something I wanted to bring up about Cancer. Cancer's personality. Hang on a second here before I finish up.